Congress passed the Civil Rights Act, CRA, of 1991 to strengthen the federal civil rights laws against employment discrimination. It also provided safeguards to protect minorities and ways to resolve subtle forms of employment discrimination. The CRA of 1991 was meant to fill in gaps in the Civil Rights Act of 1964. The purpose of the Civil Rights Act, CRA of 1991, is fourfold. One, to provide appropriate remedies for intentional discrimination and unlawful harassment in the workplace. Two, to codify the concepts of business necessity and job-related articulated by the Supreme Court in Griggs v. Duke Power Company and in other Supreme Court decisions prior to Ward's Cove Packing Company v. Antonio. Three, to confirm statutory authority and provide statutory guidelines for the adjudication of disparate impact suits under Title VII of the Civil Rights Act of 1964, and four, to respond to recent decisions of the Supreme Court by expanding the scope of relevant civil rights statutes to provide adequate protections to victims of discrimination. The CRA places the burden of proof for discrimination complaints on the complainant when there is a job-related business necessity for employment actions. When an individual alleges multiple discriminatory acts, each practice in itself must be discriminatory unless the employer's decision-making process can't be separated, in which case the individual may challenge the decision-making process itself. The CRA also provides additional relief for victims of intentional discrimination and harassment, codifies the concept of disparate impact, and addresses Supreme Court rulings over the previous few years that had weakened equal employment opportunity laws.